I found the shapes in thrift stores, just odd places. Wherever you see a Christmas shape, I grab it. Felt. A lot of times in the dollar store you can find felt bells that I use those for outline. And the only reason I use the shapes are because it saves you a lot of time. You really can go so much faster if your shape is already there, so just trace around it and just get different shapes, and it makes them more uniform, and then you're good to go. And it kind of gives you an idea of how the sizing goes on your window as well. And then the roller, I use a Sureline foam roller, and it gives a really even coat of paint on it. It takes a little bit of getting used to, to get that roller to roll around, and it makes just a real nice base for the color. Afterwards, you put the color on top of the white, and you have a nice base, and it's very opaque. The little dots are actually in lieu of ribbon, for the ornaments to hang down on. So I'm making the little dots. You can always use them for snowflakes as well. The white outlines, the good white outlines I make with a sign liner brush. It's a MAC flat, 2962 I think is the number. And it's a sign painting flat. And use that for the outlines. I also use a Posca pen, which has become a very popular pen for doing little stars. And you can use it for snowflakes. You can use it for highlights on gingerbread, whatever else you have to use it on. You have to wait till the paint's really dry before you can use it on top of paint. The blue on the candy canes is for definition, and it gives it more of a 3D look when you're completely done. You put the blue on, and once you put the red stripes on, then you have more of a depth, and it's nice. The blue can be in the snow. The blue can be on the yellow stars to give them added depth as well. An art teacher had told me that. Use blue in any of the colors that you do. It just gives it some depth. Originally, to draw the design on, I use a Sharpie chalk pen. It's a liquid chalk, and it's very easily erased with a paper towel or your finger. And I use that to draw on because it's so easy to wipe back off. And it is not waterproof. The Posca tends to hold up a little bit better if you get a little bit of rain sprinkled on it. And it's a little bit more permanent once it cures and dries. On the coloring, I lay down my undercoat as the white, and then I go back in with your reds, greens, purples, any kind of color that's suitable to mix it up a little bit. The more colorful, the better. And once the color's dry, you can add all your accents and different details and go back with your black, whatever you need to go back in with. The whole process gives me a lot of satisfaction. It's creative, it's relaxing, it's fun to do. Makes your mind dream up even more ideas as you go. You're always having ideas pop up in your head, and you always should stop and sketch them out. And if you come up with something new, and get excited about it, write it down, draw it out, have it be your next window.